What's up, folks? Welcome back for another great video. I'm Sean, the Average Angler. Got something good for you today. Kind of going to go along with the time of season we're in for most of us. If you're new to the channel, you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button down there. Join the community. Help a brother out. Help us grow the channel so we can help everybody catch more fish. That is the idea around here. All right, help you catch more fish. Okay, so we are in most of the country, sorry the northern guys, but most of the country we are in either the spawn or post-spawn. There's still pre-spawn fish going along, especially in my area. We kind of got all three phases right now. So today we are going to talk about a bait that has done so well for me this time of year, and it's probably really underutilized, to be honest with you. And the great thing about it is you can throw it anywhere, and that is, put the damn bag back, that is toad baits. Okay, this is a Strike King, this is a Zoom. Okay, the Zoom, quite honestly, has always been my numero uno. It works well, serves a purpose. There is the Rage Tail pack. Okay, I don't have anything bad to say about the Rage Tail. I love the Rage Tails. I have not used the Frog a ton. I don't know if it's necessarily better on the hook or like on the buzzbait, but we're going to talk about them nonetheless and what the differences are in this and that. Now, the Strike King is a little bulkier, which could be really, really good because it still isn't very big in the grand scheme of things, right? On this setup, which is just a hook tied to your line, so it's weightless. However, that Frog has a decent weight to it. I don't know if either of these tell you how much, but let's see. No, they don't. So let's get a weight. And I'm going to go over some little tips and tricks to different things you can do with these. I'm going to weigh it with the hook, okay? That is a 5/0 EWG, okay, 0.6. So it is better than a 1/2 ounce. So casting it, although it's got the appendages that are going to catch some air, not too bad. Okay, my number one way of throwing these toads, by the way, is actually on a buzzbait. Okay, so the Zoom is a 1/2 ounce just with the bait. I'm assuming they both are, since the other one was 0.6 with a hook in it. So throwing them weightless can be a great way to, number one, cover shallow water. Number two, throw into water that might be difficult to cover with some other baits and keep it moving. Okay, it's proven to be very, very effective over spawning fish as well as fry garters, and can be great for post-spawn fish, females that are suspended in the column, hanging out, trying to recover. It's an easy meal. It is a pretty quiet meal when you're throwing it weightless like this. It has a very subtle churning of the water from the kicking legs. Now, one little secret I will tell you is if you want to make those kick a little bit better, you can take some scissors and just cut a little bit more into the plastic there, about 1/2 of it, right? And then they will kick a little easier for you. You can do that on the horny toad too, although I find that the horny toad, just the way it is, does a pretty good job. Like I said, it's been very successful bait for me. Colors, I typically keep it pretty simple. Black, white, occasionally June bug, like post-spawn, and that's pretty much it, folks. I don't have a ton of these. They will last fairly well. Now, where I actually fish them the most, because the weightless version can be somewhat seasonal around me, they may not be around you. Okay, up north where you guys have a lot of grass and buckbrush and stuff up in the shallows, our fish tend to get a little deeper. Even if they're still in that stuff, they sink down, and that bait doesn't seem to draw quite enough attention to get the fish to come up and eat it. That said, one of my favorite ways to fish a buzz bait is with a toad. Okay, this one is actually called Midnight. You can see the purple back there. Okay, but it's also black, if you will. Looks black. The other one is white. I'm keeping it pretty simple here, folks. I try a lot of different heads. This one happens to be from Black's Custom Lures. It is called a Toad Thumper. The blade hits this bearing deal here, create a little extra commotion. It has a screw lock here to thread to screw your frog onto so he doesn't get pulled off. Jury's out. Haven't fished him yet. I just got that last week. Reason being, this is what I've been using. This is a Buckeye Lures G-Buzz with our good friend G-Man there on the cover. And the jury's still out on these, to be honest with you. I've had these since last year. First of all, let's talk about the good points. The barbs here hold the bait very, very well. You don't need a screw lock with this one. I mean, you push that baby up there, it ain't going nowhere. It casts pretty well. There is a wide assortment of blades and colors, heads available, as well as weights. I'm typically a half-ounce guy. I thought these had on the package what was available. They do not, but I'm pretty sure it's like quarter, 3/8, half, and they come in a ton of different colors. This did not come with holes in it. I drilled holes in it. I don't know if that had something to do with the issue I was having last year, which was essentially kind of wanting to roll on it like this and just run at a slight angle, okay, like so. Not my idea of looking natural, so kind of ticked me off. Now, again, could be my doing. This toad isn't really rigged well on there. If you look at it, should have gone in a little bit further. We'll have to experiment and try and figure out, but look at this, folks. I mean, that thing is not coming off of there. There we go. Yeah, see, I'm just an idiot. I put it back in there again, and I still got the... Okay, so essentially what you want is you want it straight, like that one is, okay? Because this belly is going to work as a keel. It will help it ride straight. This could throw it off. All right, that's better. Okay, just moved it back about a 1/4 inch. So the idea, whether you're weightless or on a buzz bait, you want to get the hook as far back into the toad as possible. Now, as I mentioned, the weightless one tends to be a little bit more towards that post-spawn time, pre-spawn, spawn, when the fish are up in the shallows and you want to cover a lot of water. That toad can be very, very good. It's faster than fishing a regular frog. You can use the toad to cover water, and then maybe you slow down with a frog if that's what you want to do. But it's a great way to cover water, get bites during the shad spawn. Just imagine what it's looking like going by on top of the water, right? Another way I will use the toad is on the back of a double buzz. And you can do it either as a trailer, and this is my favorite one, folks. This Picasso buzz saw has always been a staple of mine. It is ironclad. The price is right. I prefer the Buzzsaw. The Picasso has caught me fish for, I don't know, a long time. And they are a better price. And they come in lots of different combinations. White with gold. There's black with black. I have another black one up here with gold blades. Sometimes blades matter, folks. Anyway, you can fish the toad on the back of these double buzz, or you can cut the skirt off and just fish the toad by itself. Now, one thing I will say about the Mr. B's is that's a hand-tied skirt, so you don't have to worry about the skirt going anywhere. Look, toads are a great way to catch big fish this time of year, and they are a lot of fun because it's top water, whether it's on the buzzbait or it's just on the weightless toad by itself. Where'd it go? Right there. This can be a ton of fun, and really, honestly, they can be very easy for people who don't fish a lot to fish, because you can throw this on a spinning rod with braid, which is, I recommend braid. I throw it on casting, but you could throw it on a medium or medium heavy spinning rod, give it to a kid, give it to someone that's new to fishing, and they can throw this, and you don't really have to worry about where it lands because it's weedless, right? All right, let's go out and catch some big fish, folks. I'm Sean the Average Angler. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.